Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank you so much for hanging out with me as we go ahead and take a look into Boy Meets World. This is season number one, episode number 12, called Once in Love with Amy. So I'm very curious to see who we're talking about here. Are we going to be following Eric this episode, or are we going to be following Corey? Who is the one that's in love with Amy? Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a look into this next episode to figure that out. But previous episode, ladies and gentlemen, was a pretty awesome episode in my opinion. We had the two boys who wanted to completely ditch playing the father and son game. And their father was definitely disappointed with that. Speaking about Eric and Corey, their father was definitely a bit upset about it. And he kind of knew how both of the boys kind of wanted to get out of playing the game, that he just made up a lie and was like, hey, the game got canceled. But in all reality, the game actually did go down. Alan was actually just looking out for his boys. You know, he didn't want to make them do something that they didn't want to do. But at the end of the day, the boys felt extremely bad about what happened, and they tried to make everything all nice and sweet for Alan at the end of the episode. Really awesome, touching episode. If you guys didn't see it, definitely feel free to go ahead and check it out. But we're gonna go ahead, take a look into this next one, and we're gonna go ahead and see who is the one that will be chasing Amy. Is it Eric or is it Corey? We're going to go ahead and take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on our Patreon if you are a fan of Boy Meets World and if you are a fan of what we do here in Geeked Out Nation. And also feel free and check us out on our Patreon if you want some early and unedited episodes. Anyways, you guys, this is Boy Meets World, and here we go.
Hey, Dad, I'm pretty sure Mr. Feeney numbers those things.
Well, this was hanging on our side of the fence, so its number is up.
I know I put those papers around here somewhere.
Now, you look very huggable.
Hi, hon. Morgan, your oatmeal's ready.
You know, you're going to be leaving soon, and that window of hugging opportunity will close.
Hey, Dad, can we order out for pizza tonight since Mom's got her bowling league and you've got your manager's meeting?
Sure.
Cool. Now, the large with everything on it's gonna run us around $100.
Nice try.
Cool.
I want change, massive amounts of change.
To her on my hands and knees and give her stuff.
So you're gonna give it to her?
Yes, I am.
I was going to say.
You are so 15.
And you couldn't possibly have arrived at the correct answer so rapidly.
But I did. I've arrived. I'm here. I'm ahead of you.
Oh, well then, if you're ahead of me, what is the answer?
Seven.
That's not the...
The answer is halfway between 6 and 8. 7.
That's
Is not the correct answer. But it has to be.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
It's us with 4.5. 4.5 minutes is the correct answer. Hold your applause, please.
Mr. Minkus, you're wrong.
Oh!
As in, not
Where are you going?
Nurse.
Oh, he's sick.
Yes, you're wrong.
He's so
I
hurt.
hear those words since preschool.
You and your metaphysical lab partner have arrived at the correct answer.
How?
Let me see that.
What is that?
Nice, demon.
Interesting, isn't it, Mr. Matthews? Mr.
The clue.
Okay, so what's the difference
A clue
between
for
Minkus
what?
and
I don't get
Topanga?
it.
All right. Minkus is really smart.
Okay.
And really weird.
Now, Topanga, on the other hand, is really weird.
And really weird.
main answer. What's the answer, Matthews? What's the answer?
In my opinion, 7.
Look at me. What have I become?
Brainless, pathetic moron. We just went over this material.
They say the short-term memory is the first thing to do.
And if those are bowling shoes, there should be a number on the back. Just
Oh,
above the spike.
no.
Eric, what does this mean?
Whoa.
Means Mom's gonna be flashing some leg when she picks up that set.
I love you too, Pumpkin.
Maybe, Dad, I'm not going to overthink it. Maybe this is their way of going out. Maybe.
Morgan says she's getting...
Taylor on our bikes?
Get on a bus. You know where she's going. Just get there, take a look around.
You know,
I mean,
he's
that's
right,
not a
we
bad
should do this.
idea.
I mean, chances are we'll get there, we'll find she's there alone. In a cocktail dress. Bowling.
We're gonna have to go undercover, answer that car wash problem from Feeney, and have Topanga Chandler to me.
I think this is just their way of going out on a date without the kids, I guess, knowing. I guarantee you it's gonna be with Alan. You know, they're on a date. Mom and dad.
3 daddies and 2 moms. Sean was teaching me how to play 5 cards.
Go fish.
Oh my God, I thought they were on a date. I don't know.
Open.
Oh my
Where's
goodness.
Corey and Eric?
They went to the library.
Would that be the public library? The...
Mom was at the club
She was dancing with some guy.
in those red shoes.
Wow.
Oh no.
Yeah, she was snuggling up with him in a dark booth.
No.
I don't know, I couldn't tell.
Neither could I. There were lace curtains and plastic grapes hanging all over the place.
So what are you gonna do?
I have
Still
no
Alan.
idea.
I can't keep this a secret, Eric.
Thing in one's life, especially unexpected change, which funnily enough we're gonna be talking about.
Oh my God, Corey. Corey's literally the worst.
Well, for 2.5 hours we were on 4 different city buses going to and.
Well, guess I'll have to have a little talk with your mother.
Oh my God, this is so scary to see what's gonna happen.
I'm here for you, Dad.
Not scary, but like nerve-wracking. Oh man, what's gonna happen? Oh my God.
Hey, stranger.
Hi.
I bet you it was them.
Well, I just had an interesting conversation with Corey and Eric.
What's it mean when he's smiling?
He's smiling?
Uh-huh.
Oh no, he's lost it. Freddy Krueger. Freddy always smiles before.
She's gone.
What?
Mom's gone. She left. I don't see her. We'll never see her again, Eric. We don't have a mother anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, I overreacted.
Mama, we still family.
I was dancing with your father.
What? Dad's not our father?
Oh my goodness.
Dad, how long have you guys known me?
Since we were born?
Before we were born.
You know, keep the electricity going.
It's all right, Corey. You're not there yet.
For each other.
It's all right. We understand.
You guys snuck off and lied to us.
Look, Court.
Guys were just trying to get away from us, and I think that's wrong.
No, see, that's the fine line between being an adult and being a kid. When you're a kid, you see everything is right or wrong, black or white.
Blonde or brunette?
Oh my God. Eric.
When you're an adult, you realize that not everything is.
It's okay, it's Dad.
Does this make his work? I figured. He has to be right.
We need to learn to think differently. That's how Topanga knew, because she thinks differently. Really differently.
Well, Miss Matthews, in all the time we've known each other, I don't think I've ever been so impressed.
Thanks, Mr. Feeney.
That was awesome. Oh, wow, he's still at it. Oh my goodness. Is that it? Are we gonna see him come back? No?
A continuum. Maybe it's a random repetition of moments.
It took my man all day to do that. Okay. Guys, that's our episode for today. Season number 1 episode. Number 12. Boy Meets World. Once in Love with Amy. Did I say that wrong? I probably said that wrong in the intro. My bad if I did. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I was completely wrong. Okay. I assumed going into this episode that we were going to follow Corey. We were going to follow Eric. And I was leaning more towards Eric because he is of age of actually being in like dates and relationships and stuff like that. So I was leaning towards more Eric, thinking and assuming that this episode was going to be about him. And I apologize to you guys. I apologize because I did not know their mother's name. I didn't know her name was Amy. If I would have known that right out the gate, I think I would have probably understood what this episode was going to probably be about. But I didn't know her name, and I apologize in case they have mentioned it before this episode. Yeah, so Amy is Eric and Corey's mother. I totally I totally kind of figured it out a bit, and I think I may have mentioned it to you guys before we actually found out who the mysterious person was. I was definitely gonna tell you guys that I had a feeling that it could be just those two. It could have just been those two, trying to spice things up a little bit. Like Mom said, do something that feels a little dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I think I understood where she was coming from. Keep that spark going, keep the electricity going. I totally got it. I totally got it. I was not sure right away. I was not. But when we saw Alan make his way home, right? The first thing that came to my mind was, could it be possible that they went out on a date and to make the kids believe everything is okay? Well, I can't say everything's okay. Well, yeah, to make it seem like everything is okay, right? Is it possible that they went out on a date? Alan, you come first, and I'll come a little bit after you, so that way the kids won't start asking any questions. Although I don't quite understand why they just wouldn't tell their kids, like, hey, me and dad are going out. I mean, I guess the way they were doing it made it more, I guess, more adventurous, more crazier, I guess. But I mean, I don't know how the times was back then. I don't know the reason for it, to be honest with you. I mean, she said she wanted to make things feel, she explained it perfectly to Corey, but for me, I just don't understand why we just didn't tell them straight up, to be honest with you. Like, I would have just flat out said, hey, me and Mom's going out. We're going dancing. We'll see you guys back at 10:30. That's it. That's all I would have done. But I mean, that's just what they were doing. That's what they thought was a cool way, I guess, to keep the juices flowing. I'm not too entirely sure, but they did what they did. I'm happy to find out that Amy is not cheating on Alan. There was a brief moment where I did think that she could have been cheating, but then again, I started to think about it, and I was like, I could see this happening. And then she explained to them, and I'm like, I get it. I totally get it. I even got it when Alan went out to Amy and was going to talk to her when she was pulling up in the driveway. I'm like, oh, if he goes out there and he starts to smile or says anything that seems a little bit like he's going to say, oh, they figured it out, I was going to definitely be like, okay, I definitely caught it. Like, I definitely figured that it was just them two going out on a date. I don't know if I mentioned it before we figured it out. I may have. Hopefully I did. But if I didn't, yeah, I figured it out, though, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. There's not really much more to really explain in this episode. I mean, we've seen it for what it was. It was an all right episode. Well, I won't say all right. I like Boy Meets World a lot. I think it was a fun episode, to be honest with you guys. I don't think there was one bad episode that I've seen yet, to be honest. And yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with what we saw in this episode. It was a pretty good, solid episode. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Feel free to comment down below. Did you guys know that the mysterious person was Alan? Now, I'm asking you viewers, the ones that are like watching this for the first time with me, if we have any of you guys out here with me, because I'm sure majority of us viewers that are watching this may have definitely seen the show before, so you guys probably already knew who it was. But in case you're like me, very first time watching the very first season, did you guys think it was Alan? For a brief second, I didn't think so, but then I eventually caught on. So I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on the next episode of Boy Meets World.